Okay, I think we're here. I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna actually have to set up my headset real quick here because I'm gonna be doing a call. So I'm gonna be on a call and try to talk to a few people about the next multiplayer. So this is the multiplayer setup that will happen the end of this year, going into next year. So this is the whole thing. I'll do one more for next week, but anybody that wants to be a part of it, you have to join the Discord or join my Discord and let me know somehow, okay? So if you want to be a part of it and play in the multiplayer, you have to let me know. Alright. I can't go searching for you. You have to let me know if you want to be a part of it. But let me get my headset set up. I'm going to make a call real quick, and if Valkos and Frost get on it, you know, at some point we'll talk. But if not, I'll just play a game and we'll talk for a bit. There's Frost. Alright, I'm going to make a call right now. Get that going. Alright, so how you doing, Frost? I'll turn this down so I don't get double feed. But let's go do that. Start that up right now. Maybe a little bit easier. Let's see, where is that?
There it is.
Hey. Okay.
Done.
How's it going, dude?
It's going, man. I'm just working on stuff. How are you?
Pretty good. So,
Cool.
yeah, just gonna work on the next multiplayer. Get it all set up. Metallic Mike has an idea for a 6-player multiplayer, which seems pretty fair, but we have to get a 6-player to do it. I mean,
Right.
we
So
can't.
who all do we have so far?
So far, it's the 5 of us. So, Metallic Mike, myself, Raging Paul, you, and Valkos. We can get a 6-player. We could do a 6-player thing. If we get more than 6 players, then we can do something like kind of what you were thinking about, you know?
What was I thinking about?
Well, basically, kind of like what you talked about, you know, on the channel thus far. You know, like somebody could literally be something that they wanted to be, and they could kind of like work together, you know.
I was just more pros than like cheering on and stuff, but sure you can.
Oh, well, I guess the fact
not
comes
saying
down to is
that-
if somebody doesn't want to play with somebody else, then I guess we're just going to be down to 6 players. You know, if that's the
I mean,
case.
it wouldn't be a bad thing to be able to have substitutes in case somebody can't make it a night,
Mm-hmm.
but you'd want to be able to like approve that as a player, you know?
Yeah, obviously. So, according to this, and you know, because the thing is, it really comes down to like who's going to be there. Because you know, if somebody drops, like you know, we were gonna do, we did do a multiplayer before Metallic Mike and Paul, but if somebody drops in the middle of it, then the other person gets turned into AI, and then you know, it's just those two versus each other. So, kind of what I want to do, and I'm actually gonna turn this volume down because I can't hear myself think. The music
That
in the
would be a
background.
problem.
All right, so that's a pretty good level there. But yeah, so it really comes down to the first and foremost who's going to be there, and depending upon the players will sort of depend upon the scenario, because you know there's 3 different timelines, and there's multiple countries, and there's multiple ways to play it. So Metallic Mike suggested if we get like a 6-player, we could do 2v4. And that would be Norgard and the Empire versus 4 of the other countries combined. Which, castle-wise, it's almost completely balanced. Mana-wise, it's pretty close to balanced, but it really comes down to like quantity versus quality at that point. So that seems pretty fair. It's going to be difficult because, you know, it's sort of on a tipping scale, you know, in a way, but I think that would be interesting, you know. So there is that suggestion, you know, as far as what we could do. Now, if we just have 5 people, you know, we'd have to come up with a scenario for that. We could do literally, you know, everybody gets a country except for the Escaris Empire, and we could go at it that way, you know. So there is that too. But yeah, it's about getting people for the next multiplayer, you know, because some people do want to join. And as far as it goes, you really need...
Valkos' message, right?
Did he just send something?
Yeah, he said he can't make it tonight. He's got a pre-planned co-op.
Co-op what?
Yeah, I don't know what he's co-oping, but he's co-oping it.
Oh, we'll be on some planned co-ops. Oh, well, he's doing co-op with something.
Yeah. It means he's busy and he can't make it right now.
Yeah, I know.
So, whatever. It's not like we really planned this ahead.
Well, I did. I've been talking about it.
Confirm?
Hmm?
Whatever, we can talk about that later. Yo, so anyway. So, look, I'm just good for whatever. Like, fighting whoever, doing whatever we want. No preset alliances, but maybe you can make alliances. You know, I'm not really sure how we'd want to do that. You can make it like alliances for a certain number of turns, and if you break the alliance before that, then I guess everyone knows you're a truce breaker, kind of like CK2.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, that's a possibility, you know, for like a 5-way. So, you know,
even a 5-way, even a 6-way, like, could you imagine just somebody making peace with the Empire and just focusing on another border? Like, that's a thing that could happen.
Yeah, I could.
Could be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a possibility. So, you know, we just got to know if we get a 6-player, you know, there are some options as far as how to play and all that. Yeah. And, you know, that's definitely a decent idea, man. You know, because some people are like, well, eventually people are going to somewhat team up against another player at some point, just because.
Right, that's just natural.
You know, because either you're going to play a very chaotic way and leave loose borders, or you're going to kind of like, you know, enemy of my enemy kind of thing. You know, you kind of work with somebody else to crush another opponent so you can actually make some progress and take some knights and all that. So, I mean, that could happen, but as far as it goes, this is really just the sign-up, everybody that wants to join in, be a part of this multiplayer. You have to let me know. The only things you really need for this, I'm using an Xbox controller right now, and so for this sign-up day, this is kind of the day to talk about it, and I will also do this next week too, probably for... I might do it Saturday and Sunday too, just to talk about it, to get people, you know, here. So if people want to be a part of it, you know, this is where you can... What?
We're going to have to go over dates and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when we can play.
Yeah, well, that's the reason I made that. It's in my Discord. It's the schedule. So, yeah, that's what it's all there for. Is so in the Discord and my schedule, you can go there. You can tell me the days that you want to play. Because obviously, I don't think many people are going to want to do the Thanksgiving week. So
no.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a thing. But this is all prepping for it, you know. So instead of just having one day be like, hey, everybody show up today, or you can't join, you know, I'm leaving in a couple weeks, so you know people can kind of get here, because this is a time people are on vacation a lot. So I totally understand it. But this is gonna prep, so this will probably start up end of the month, beginning of December, as far as everything is concerned. So that's why we need to get people here, you know, get people excited about it, joined into it, and then we can actually start up the game. So that's the point, man. That's the point. You know?
Yeah. That it is.
Yeah, we could totally do a thing where we don't have alliances set, we don't have the team set. That's a possibility, you know, for the game too.
Yeah, I feel like if we're gonna do like a free for all, it should be a real like almost like a CK2 where you come up with packs and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. You know, if we're gonna play something like that, it's just gonna come down to like, what I think we should do with it is just, you know, take the general vote, you know, how, you know, what we want to play, and then take a general vote as to
yeah, come up with a list of rules,
what teams and all that, or at least just like sort of
it's like running a sports league kind of
gamble on who gets a pick of what, you know, in case people really want to pick something, you know, and everybody wants to pick that same thing. Might have to throw a die for that. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe a couple different scenarios. So, yeah, it's also going to be a sort of a Masters tournament here too. So whoever wins will get a Masters title. Or we did talk about some of the titles for the Masters titles that we could do, and it'll come down to the fact that you'll get one for this game win. You know, I'm gonna make like a cool trophy icon that you can use. If you're a streamer, you can use it, but you know,
yeah, it's something that like you'll be the first one or whatever, which probably will be the only one because these will take a long time. Don't think these don't take a lot of time.
Well, I don't want it to take that long, and so I'm gonna like pull some things back. Like,
really?
Yeah, thinking about just going for 12 turns set instead of like 24 turns or whatever.
Okay, well that's one thing.
I mean, I'd like to. Honestly, I'd like to see the game go till it ends, but you know, with only 1 or 2 days a week, depending upon who can show up and all that, it can take a really long time. You know.
Right, and it's not you get to pick which battles happen when.
I know. So I'm thinking of pulling that back a bit, and also organization phase that has to get a little bit more organized. So we have to do something about that, because I'd like to spend, you know, I really do want to give people the time to do things, but sometimes it just takes all night, and some people, they don't have all night, they don't have all that kind of time to take, or you know.
Yeah, set time limits on that stuff then.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that, and it depends, you know, the whole let's not look while organizing phase, that's contestable, but really, actuality, that's kind of a house rule. That's not a real rule of the game.
Right.
And the fact is,
it's a hot seat game. You're all passing the controller around, just virtually.
Yeah. And I like the notion of that, but like people, you know, contest it with, oh, when you do this with, you know, when you play the AI, they don't get to see what you're doing. Well, they readjust perfectly to balance themselves out to what you did. So they're watching what you did as soon as you hit the execute button, every single time. So and they can do it better than you can half the time, as far as like where to organize. But your most powerful teams, they'll always match up with their most powerful teams, like every time. And I've noticed it's definitely a thing. But as far as that goes, I mean, the thing is, what I'd really, if that was truly the case, like, let's not watch each other move and all that, I would say, let's all be in the same room so we can all know nobody else is.
Right, you can't really stop it. That's the problem.
Because the fact is, if somebody else complains, somebody else looked, or this or that, I don't know, you know? And then if somebody wants to drop because they were angry, you know, that's just a lot of contention I don't want to deal with. You know, that's a big headache I don't want to have to deal with, you know. So to take out the negativity of some of that, it just doesn't seem to really make a play as far as like, you know, doing a live thing of it. I mean, I think it'd be interesting, but I think if we were to do something like that, it'd have to be a certain time limit. Let's say if you had time to do whatever you want whenever, on your time. I would
So it's
say
10 minutes of organized for each person.
I'd say probably 5 or 10 minutes. We'd have to vote on that. Because
I think I'd go 10 personally. That's kind of where I'm at, but
well,
I'd have to really sit down and time myself and go, how long does it normally take me to organize efficiently?
well, the thing is, I would say we could do something like a 5-minute or 10-minute or whatever, and then after that time, if you're not done, you still get to finish it, but then people can come back. So, like, you get time, but every time we've been doing this and we go 10, 15, 20 minutes apiece, and if there's 6 people, just add that up and then times it by 2, because then you gotta add the attack phase in there. So we can go whole nights just organizing and no battles. So some people get really frustrated. I know Paul actually does get pretty frustrated with that. And then I hear about all that all night. So like, yeah. We gotta organize this somehow. So better preparation, for that sort of stuff. So there has to be, there has to be some kind of equal move, because also the fact is, if we spend the whole night organizing and we don't play, it just takes a really, really long time to play the battle. And if we don't have extra days that other people can be free to play, it could take half a year to play a game.
Well, I imagine we're going to have at least like an hour and a half, probably more than 2 hours all available,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we need to have some time for that, but I think whatever the time frame is for delegating, like how long you get, if, the secret organization is a thing, it should be discussed and it should be, delegated in a good way everybody can agree upon. But then after that, like you don't get forced autoed, but if you don't finish within the time frame, people can come back and see what you're doing. So, it sort of gives a sense of urgency, like you might want to finish soon. But also the fact is, it's not as huge of a thing as some people might think, because yeah, you get to move your stuff, someone didn't see where you moved it, but you don't get to attack right away, so it doesn't really make any serious attack sense. It only really comes down to a surprise factor. Like, you may or may not have moved and the other person doesn't know, and you might get to attack a free castle. But after you move, as soon as you move in attack phase, the enemy can look and see if your guys are grayed out or whites. They know if you moved or you didn't. And based upon that is how I make a lot of my decisions. So
of course, because it tells you if they can attack with 2, 3, or 0.
Yeah, so I just make an easy calculation based on that, and I know kind of where I want to go. And so the whole blind play thing, it doesn't really affect my strategy, as far as like how I play personally. I mean, it could tweak it a little bit, but overall, it really doesn't make a big difference to me. But that can be talked about, So that can definitely be something. But if we were to do some teams, what do you think would be an interesting thing for each type? Frost.
What would you say?
What do you think would be an interesting thing for each kind if we were gonna do like different timelines? Like if we just have 5 of us and we're gonna do a different timeline instead of the 6-player one?
We could consider doing that, yeah. Or we could just have an AI country, and that country is whatever it is. It could just be Asgargis, because they're central and they're relatively strong, so if you want to attack them because they're AI, you can, but it's not going to be an easy fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear you. So...
yeah, so, I mean... yeah, I'm pretty simple. It's like 10 minutes for organize or whatever. Like, why don't you just, at one point, sit down offline, time yourself on an organized phase, and see how long it takes, and go, all right, what did I get done in 10 minutes? Does this sound fair? Mm-hmm. And then just tell people like, yo, study where you're at the week before.
Yeah.
And one thing you could probably do, actually, is give out the save file.
Possibly. Although that's going to take a lot longer. It's easy just to watch a video at the end. Just to see.
It's easy to watch a video at the end, but it's hard to make a video at the end that's useful. Because you'd have to go through every castle and what they've got, and then just basically turn it into, like, slides. It's kind of... It takes time. Whereas just hitting upload for the file, and then somebody being able to just load it on their emulator and go through their country and see what they've got, I think that's a better approach.
Yeah, possibly.
Not like we can't see what you've got. It's just like, hey, you know, what do we got?
That's interesting.
I mean, technically, if you were good, the only really half-decent approach to doing this would be to basically pass the save file around over the course of the week, and we'd have to do homework on it, basically, and just say, hey, I'm putting in my commands, okay, who has it next? Norgard has it next. Pass it to Norgard. Wait for Norgard to do it. That's the only way you could even begin to secure, like, not knowing what the other countries are doing, but even that's kind of a stretch.
That's really hard to do, because
yeah, like,
if somebody doesn't, you know, pull their portion or do their portion or whatever, I think that would make more sense if we had everybody that was just doing this online, but I've got 2 guys that come over, and they may or may not be able to come over, and so I might not be able to, if they can come over, they can push to their organized phase, but otherwise, you know, we'll still probably be sitting on them for a certain amount of time. Yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from, though.
Yeah, like, the things we would have to do for actual InfoSec are, like, we're not getting paid for this grade of work. Like, just put the save file up for everyone to see, and they can just go through and see what their country has, so they know what they've got to do, and then when they get their turn, they just go. It's probably the easiest way.
Possibly. I think that could work, but you know, if the guys that, because I think Metallic Mike could definitely take a peek at some of that, but Paul really can't. He has to come over here to do that. He has no internet connection, so he really...
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
I don't know how he'd really gain any benefit out of that.
Well, that's just Paul playing anyway, I mean...
Yeah.
That's his way of doing things. It's his life.
Yeah. So... yeah, so... that's pretty much what we could do. We could set everything up. Get, well, either do teams or no teams. You know? No teams might be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I lean towards, like, no teams, you know, be as you want. Like, you're a king of a country, be that king of the country, or queen of the country. Just be like, yo, this is the way we do things here. You want a peace treaty? Fine. You want to fuck with me? You die. Of course, you still have to try to win the game, but... I have a feeling somebody will attack you at some point. Like, let's say you played Leonia and you wanted to just roleplay Leonia. Oh, we're just going to sit here until someone attacks us. Eventually, somebody might attack you.
Yeah, I guess. You know, I'm just going to do some auto here so we can talk about this easier.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just reading stuff. I've been writing a whole bunch. I'm definitely stealing Brigandine names for a short story right now. It's set in a completely different world, but, like, Brangine's carrying around a laser rifle, and Leland is swinging around a giant sword axe, and Hallie's got a badass sword.
I'm gonna play some of these battles. I want to play for and against them, I think.
Wait, for and against them?
Yeah, play against myself.
Like, wait, so you're using the multiplayer yourself?
Yeah, you never tried that before?
Well, yeah, I did. I set up a whole, like, situation where most countries have adjacency with each other, so you can just battle for fun. I call it my test bench. Actually made a whole video about that, nudge nudge.
Did you know?
I did.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna let them go ahead and I'm gonna play against each other. See which one has the better advantage point.
Play it from both ends, man. That's the way I would do it. Defeat yourself.
You know what's funny is half the time you play it and you have your whatever domain you have picked and you just play against AI with multiplayer, they'll try to sort of make your guys lose.
What do you mean?
It feels like that though. It feels like that's what
Who?
the AI will the AI will crush your particular army that you picked.
Yep.
And then theirs will get bigger. And so sometimes when this gets close to like my army getting crushed, then I'll switch to another one. And the one I switch to will start getting crushed.
So it prioritizes, you'd say.
It seems to prioritize fighting you more so. But the fact is I also have it set to advanced or high level when I play multiplayer. So maybe they're trying to, you know, get me to lose.
I think Samurai Matt tried to tag you up at one point and just couldn't.
What do you mean?
Samurai Matt tried to tag you up in something in the Forcina chat, but he mistagged you, I think. It's not a big deal. It's just a thing to be aware of. Basically, more people are trying to bump this than maybe we knew of.
Oh, that's cool. What do you think about some of the settings that we have? Do you want to...
Yeah, I'm looking now. I'm looking at your screen, rather.
Do you want to skip some things and make it faster, like skip attack animation, or do you want the attack animation on, or how do you feel?
I feel like the attack animation builds drama.
I kind of like it too. I don't like...
Yeah, it really is like one of the things that makes it immersive. It would be faster to pull it out, but it strips out some of the beauty of the game, and I feel like if one of the reasons we're going to do this tournament is to honor, like, hey, there's a new game coming out after 20 years, let's do that, and who knows? Well, I mean, maybe the people that run Runerzia are gonna be interested in this. Like, we could definitely let them know we're doing a thing.
Well, I think they're interested in their own thing right now, but, you know
it's all about hype. It's all about hype.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do the multiplayers a lot anyway, so it's to honor the Brigandine game more so, but, you know, if you want to hype up the next game with this, that's cool. I don't mind.
Well, that's how I just, you know me, I think of things synergistically. So I see, hey, they're coming out with new Brigandine Spring 2020. That's not far off. We're going to have this tournament going, and Twitter is a thing that they pay attention to. Valkos has been on their Twitter, I think once or twice even. It's been in presentations actually mentioned. So they are aware they have an American fan base. They're aware that they have a product they want to succeed, including abroad. And if they find out they've got a market for it, they'll definitely push the product better. And if they see this multiplayer, they might turn around and be like, hey, look, this is what Brigandine is about. You get to see something like our game a little early and get a feel for it. And hey, who knows? Maybe it'll be fun. Or maybe nothing at all will happen. I've seen it go all sorts of ways.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool if they paid attention to this somewhat. I did send a message that if they do need some voice acting for some of that, I'd like to be a part of that, because I think that'd be a lot of fun. To do some parts, you know, be a part of the game in a sense, you know, because being a fan of this game and putting out videos since 2009, 2000, yeah, wow. Yeah, I'd like to actually like kind of help this thing grow, you know, be better. And so multiplayer is another way for me to, you know, get kind of involved in being a part of the thing as a whole, you know? So.
Yep.
Let's see here.
Ha ha! Yeah.
So yeah.
So what do we got here? We got you forming up a quick strike, man.
Yeah. This doesn't look very hot, but I'm gonna do it.
No, it doesn't look very hot. It's like, wow, this is brave.
I know. That's what I got, you know. I let the AI choose for me my army.
This is Vanilla Grand Edition, right? This isn't Cross.
Yeah, this is Vanilla Grand Edition. The Cross guy suggested I give him I guess the file and he'd fix it.
Yeah.
So I've yet to do that, but
Well, that's pretty easy. So at least that's a relief. Yeah, Arvolos does a really good job about that shit. He definitely cares.
that's good.
Puts a lot of energy into it. Let's see what you're doing with Ooh, interesting play. Womp womp womp. That's its couple of turns. Whoa! That's brave. What?
Gonna have him do something.
Dogpile Geriant?
Possibly.
You could try. Well, that worked. You could dogpile Geriant. Actually, he's got 3 openings on him. He's very vulnerable.
He's pretty powerful right now, though.
True, especially when your dragons are missing angels.
Yeah. I don't really know where it's a good place for her, I guess. There's as good as any.
Yeah, you seem to have a lot less critters.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's tough to choose who you'd want to harden, but not a bad choice. I'm trying to only comment after you've clicked into stuff. The whole thing. Yeah, so I'm not trying to like influence you too much. I'm just trying to be like, oh yeah, okay. Nom 125. Interesting. Oh boy. I see a lot of options, but I'm more aggressive maybe. Yeah, I definitely was gonna be like, hey, how much Kincaidor do?
That's true.
If you kill their better army and you kill their angels, that the threat of that holy word just disappears, or the divine ray.
Yeah, I know. I know, man.
A couple of archers as backup. Could you have done it? Probably not.
Gonna need a little top off here.
Yep. I think I see what you're doing with your dragons, though.
Do ya?
Yeah. I think I see a shotgun.
Maybe.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe just a little. I don't think I have any game music, by the way, just so you know.
Really? I did turn it down because I'm hearing it very... In my ear, it's very loud.
Ooh, melee. So they don't have stun like in cross mod.
No.
Now you park that sucker on their capital, so it's gonna heal.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Old King Cole, what you gonna do?
Well, the merry old soul's gonna bomb this dragon, did he?
Yeah, sure. Kaboom. Raja gets docked. Alright. Slam gets nommed. And Braun gets slammed.
Not right now.
No rage.
Not right now.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Not now, good sir. Maybe next time.
Very interesting.
He's got protect. And a heal.
Oh, yeah. Nah, you don't want to play with that.
Gore got gored.
I feel like that was an AI move almost. Like, I'm not sure I'm going there with the ghoul. That said, there is something to be said for some of this here. I see some options that might help a lot.
Mm-hmm. Hope so. There we go.
Yes! That was perfect. How much did you do? Like 2?
1.
So either it has to burn a heal or maybe it resets a turn. Oh well.
Yeah. Just did 1.
That was a clever play, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, you're one short of her. Okay. You're third.
I kind of want to... Yeah.
Yeah. See why I'd want to do that. Really?
Seems a little better. I was thinking about something else, but... Alrighty.
Yes. Nice. Good miss. Alright. Let's do this.
Well, might be able to knock out an archer, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Maybe, maybe not.
That's a bold strategy.
It's not a lot really to play with for this side.
Shotgun.
There we go.
All right.
All right, so let's see here. That isn't doing too hot.
I think you're doing literally just fine.
Hmm?
So I think you're doing literally just fine.
Really?
I mean, I would have made a different choice or two so far in this turn, but
Yeah, well, I'll play some D for a little bit.
yeah, no, I get you. Definitely gives you some kind of excuse to kill monsters. Really? Okay. That makes sense. Betting 130.
30 what?
And 161, I was way low. I think I oversold his armor.
Let's see here. Alright, he came out.
Genuinely surprised you didn't breath through your dragon.
Hmm?
I'm genuinely surprised you didn't breath through your dragon.
I didn't get to it yet.
Nah, that was last turn. That was last turn with the Jin.
Oh, with the Jin right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Different situations, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I don't know if I can even take that.
The archer takes the swing, and it's a miss.
A swing and a miss.
The next archer lines up a shot,
34. That's
and it's a hit for
That's-
34. Wow, you called that.
yeah, it did. It's terrible.
Now the dragon Draja is up. It's got 388 hit points, and it's gonna.
Try this.
What's it gonna do? It's gonna throw acid on Geriant and whoever the hell that priest is behind him. 66, 105. Now it's
1910.
Big Kador.
Let's see, what do we got? $47.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like that number.
It's not a bad number.
But 48's a little higher.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they're almost the same. Let's see what the giant. 73.
I mean, you could dimension him.
I'm gonna try this out. I don't think it's
Alrighty.
enough.
64.
Not really enough. Enough to scare.
Yeah.
I think he does have magic defense too. So
He does.
yeah, that's not enough.
Yeah.
Either
You're
get-
about 2 hits shy.
That's just so low. Goodbye, Giant.
Oh, is your stream on a delay?
Is it delayed?
I don't know.
Well, all streams are delayed by a second or so.
Okay, so I'm probably hearing numbers that you see before I see it on your screen.
Oh, from me talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so.
See it before I do.
Probably so.
That's fair. And a force slash to Bella. 1, 2, 3.
ABC.
It hurts her. I don't know. I got no rhymes for that.
Yep.
So the flanking encirclements, the envelopment rather, definitely a thing. Will the Empire be able to hold out?
I'm just gonna wait there for now. It kind of looks like Kador's team could win,
Oh,
but
next turn. I definitely think I would have pushed Gerianthal out. Maybe. What's he got left for hit points right now?
well, I could do an easy heal on him. That'll work out.
That would. I'm just curious what he's got right now. 430, 43, and you haven't healed him yet?
Oh, I did one, but I didn't do it all.
So he would have been at like 200 something. High 200s. I mean, maybe if he got like a crit from the rock guy, that might have been a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a good thing I was looking at my phone because I set it for PM instead of AM. Definitely would have slept through work.
Yeah, man, gotta set your phone right. I think almost, yeah. Man, that's just so much to cut through.
Yeah, you got a lot, man. You could definitely cripple him.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Can I get a hit
Alright,
there?
Gore, what you gonna do? Probably die.
Well, either I go offense or somewhat defense. I'm thinking heal them up a little bit. Try to soften them somewhat.
Yeah, basically. You know, find whatever's weakest and just start taking units off the board. It's probably your best bet, but that's general, like, Brigandine advice.
Yeah.
Saying the attack button is effective.
Come on down, Gant!
I mean, hey, wow, that's fantastic. He's pretty much stuck.
Pretty much. Yeah, he's kind of toast. Let's try that again. Nope.
Snap, that's a good idea.
It didn't work that time.
Retals.
Heals, heals, heals. Nope, no one needs it. I guess someone needs a Divine Ray then.
Yeah.
Oh! I could get rid of this thing, actually. But this is going to be a little more effective on Kador.
I mean, it's up to you. Will it kill it? It will not kill it. But will
Nope.
it hurt it? 214.
Yeah, it should.
It's a start.
It It sure is, man. Sure is. Let's see here.
Harden up a guy.
You know, his is probably gonna fall off net. Wait, yeah, I don't think I did harden him this last time. Either way, reapply. He's in the front.
Yeah, I think that's an option.
I'm gonna get
He's
2
a
more
knight.
turns.
Like, he's on the front line and he's a knight. You want him as armored up as you can get him, because otherwise, like, you lose the squad.
Yeah, pretty much. Plus, he does. Ward fell off, I think. Or no, wait. I don't know if I had it on.
Good question. Probably fell off.
All right, now he's super protected. It's got both sides.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I see melee's in range.
Let's back up here. Let's hit this thing.
Yeah, not a bad plan.
Alright, I could get some kills. This side is not holding out too well. Do one more of these. What?
You definitely do some things.
Yeah.
Probably including win the battle.
Yeah, one way or another.
Like 99% certainty right now.
Nope, got nothing there. Let's see. You need to kind of stay in the front here still. So, yeah, pretty much. Whoever wants to talk about being in the multiplayer, you gotta let me know. That's
Crit.
here.
77. Ouch.
Can she survive? For... Oh. Not too long.
87.
That'd be nice to get him gone, but...
Magic.
13. It's 13 on him now.
Oh god.
Mm-hmm. Not looking...
What?
Not looking good for Ascaris right now.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, was. Like, I'd be hitting Jerry in the face with that guy.
Which guy?
Little Jin guy.
Oh, him?
Yeah. You know, you kill him in 2 turns and he's still dead. And so is his army. It's not terrible.
I hear ya. Gonna need the dragon alive, I think. So, yep. You know what's funny is that cross mod you can dimension your own team.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, really? You can dimension your own team?
It's a funny notion.
It's interesting because you can dimension them closer to the enemy. Or even, I think, your own leaders, too. There we go. That changes perspectives.
Well... Alright, Kador, what's your plan?
Well, he is pretty armored up, but we'll see if we can knock him out a bit.
Oh, you can. You can do 65, maybe 70 with that breath. 66. 105 to Cole. Twang.
Nah, it doesn't look like it. Try this. 34.
Twang. Wow, it's dependable.
He's pretty strong.
Okay, going melee. That's better. It's more damaging than breath.
We'll see how much we can do.
The big guns.
120. Oh my god.
Really? That's it? Oh crap.
That's it. Hit yourself in the face, sir. Oh, thank you.
Flat crit. If this was cross mod, that'd be stunned.
Yeah. Oh
So
man.
it doesn't lose Beguile when it gets hit? That's weird.
Beguile? Oh, that?
Yeah.
No, that stays on for maybe the whole game.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Well, he sort of needs a heal. A little bit. So yeah, part of the thing is playing against yourself is always a little harder.
It's interesting, you know?
Unless you favor a particular team, it like you can go back and forth for a while. You know?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna take the chance. Just because it has to attack me on water.
Hoping for no retails?
Yeah, there's a small chance, but
Just taking bites out of the damn thing.
mm-hmm. Nope, he's clean out. You know,
Oh crap, he's out of mana.
Yeah, he is. I'd rather do a breath, but you know,
No, I kind of get it.
need some
You're gonna try to get rid of this guy, you gotta do it now.
physical power, you know?
And wham! Shield block, wow.
Okay, now we're in. In like Flynn. I almost want to. But I feel like it would endanger me quite something fierce.
That is a notion, alright.
It would do some good damage though. Let's see, 16, 11. So I think she goes next. Yeah, because they're both 10.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to all out, you could go all out, but...
It might... Well, I'd rather Alicia come in and do the attack. She might get more damage off. You know?
That's a good point.
Alright, we'll just... He'll just wait right there. Gantz will slowly stroll his way back. And... she'll come in and get...
Alright, Gant do this.
Finishing blow.
Maybe. Flat. 25, no paralysis. Ooh, Divine Ray.
Down to 3.
No, he's at 3.
That was fun.
Ah, man, I feel like Asgarji's really had a chance to get Geriant.
They sort of did, but with the protects and the wards I had, it made it really hard to kill him. And then Iskaris is getting surrounded all around. So, you know, there's...
I'm still not sure this is over, but it's definitely not good. If they could somehow kill Geryon with their turns, then that would be a thing. But I have severe doubts they're able to.
At this point, I'd pretty much call it over. They have... I mean, unless Garrett gets hit by the Charmed Wyvern...
Maybe.
Yeah, there's nothing left for their team. It's pretty much game over.
I mean... Got a melee and a magic. But yeah, you're pretty much out at this point.
A crit of 36, no way. Oh man. Did almost...
Wow.
Back to Orkney. Alright. Yeah, the Jhin is down. Alright, well, that's what happened there. Could have pulled Kador back on a castle, probably. Maybe had a little more advantage.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like you just let him off the hook. I target a little more directly, but you also are playing against someone with your own skill sets, so you kind of know your own weaknesses.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I didn't want to be sitting on a castle the whole time, trying to play that advantage, because then, you know...
You get flanked, but you have units with a lot of range, like Spear Thrower Lady, and it just works.
Yeah, I'm gonna auto this one just so I can talk a little bit, because it's kind of hard to.
I'm actually gonna bounce.
All right.
It's getting kind of late, or at least it's getting to the point where I have to start like planning my next day.
All right, man.
Got a lot going on.
Okay.
But it was fun joining you. You could like freaking kind of just be like, yo, hey, I'm Frost, and come check out my channel.
Yeah, I'll definitely check out.
Cool. Hey, I'm Frost. I have a channel. It's called Frost PDP. Go check it out. And I can't wait to fight Trigger, because last time we played multiplayer, I was just kind of learning how it worked. This time, I'm a little more just plain ready to play. So I don't know who I'm going to be yet, but I really do hope you will consider joining the Brigandine Discord and maybe even volunteering to be in the multiplayer. Again, it's a really long process. I'm not going to lie. It's not easy. You need to take up like a night or two a week maybe. But it's very doable. And it's a lot of fun. And you end up with friends. And if you're a streamer, especially consider it if you've ever played Brigandine on your campaign thing, your channel, whatever. Just go with that. But yeah, sub to Trigger, sub to me. Let's work together to make the Brigandine community like the best it possibly can be.
Yeah, definitely. So thanks for being here, Frost.
My pleasure, man.
You know, Frost will be one of the main opponents. Could be your opponent if you want.
Your opponent.
In the next multiplayer. So we're looking for other people that want to join as well, because, you know, I'm trying to open this up and have us be... because people do come by and they ask me about the multiplayer, and I'm like, well, you know, it's I'm going to be doing it like twice a year. I can't literally do it every day of the year, because otherwise that's I'll never get to have any vacation time. And neither will anybody else. So, you know, I got to do it different times of the year. So end of the year, beginning of the year, probably summertime next time. That's the reason I'm going to do like just 12 turns, because then that way we actually get to, you know, have different multiplayers and different experiences and things like that.
Yep. And plus, it can get stale when one country's got like 3/4 of the planet, and you're like, hey, we can't win, but we can't lose.
Yeah. Well, it depends, you know.
But I did survive last time.
Yeah. Well, I was having a lot of fun. But...
Yeah, but I wasn't. I was more like, just like, how do I not die? How do I not die? And
Well,
the answer was eventually just like, yo, run the clock out, whatever, sacrifice everything.
Well, I think next time we're just going to play for the initial terms we have, and we'll just end it at the 12 turns. You know, whatever happens, happens. You know, so it's more like the original game, because this game is 24 turns, so every attack and organize is half a month. You know, sort of technically, but anyways. Yep,
Yeah,
that's...
so I'm going to be out of here, man.
All right, man.
Good joining you. Let me make sure I know how to do this. Click that button there, and then I hit leave call. All right, pieces. Have a good one.
All right, see you, man. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to put this on YouTube as well. So, you know, this will be a thing on YouTube. I can leave that call there. So that's that for that. And yeah, so we're going to discuss a lot of things as far as the next multiplayer goes. And we'll be doing that throughout the week. So it's not just next week. This is sort of an advertisement for it. But if you do want to come by and talk about some stuff, you can. And we'll go through it and all that. But next week will be the final week to get all the players set. Get everything organized as far as players go, and scenarios and situations and all that stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much some of the plan. We've done a lot of different multiplayers. I've done every single timeline. So all the timelines are done. Which means, you know, obviously we can do them again. But I've done all the timelines with different players for different countries and all that. And as far as, you know, that goes, you know, timelines are done. We've done different teams. Branch Off played multiple different kinds of teams, so we can do teams again. You know, people want to do an individual this time, you know, that's an option too. We could definitely do that. You know, if we play without teams and people do want to team up, you know, it could happen like in a sense that people know, or in a sense that people don't know, because sometimes people might literally just sort of team up to take down a country that's close to being crushed so they can grab those knights, you know, so they might inadvertently team up, you know. So but as far as starting with an off-balance team, I think, I don't know, I might not be really for that. Like, say everybody just decided to team up to play against one person subversively. That might be, I don't know. That might I don't know if everybody's gonna want that. So I think if we definitely have teams set up, it's either gonna be we're gonna be set up with teams or set up with no teams. And as the game goes on, you know, we'll delegate all that stuff. But so far, what we're going to do with the whole Masters thing, too, is that we're going to give out a Masters title, trophy, icon, and that person will get a trophy for all that, you know, for winning that. And we'll have a trophy set for the win of the game. And if there are teams, we'll have a trophy set for the team win. So people will get, you know, different trophies based upon this. And we'll have a ranking system. So we're going to basically make up a whole ranking system as far as, like, how it's been played, who's played, and everything from basically the start of when, you know, we started the multiplayer. So, yep. That's kind of the plan. As far as everything else goes, there's really not much that I really need to talk about. So this is just something I'm gonna do on, I might do this Saturday too with Metallic Mike if he's here. I might do this Saturday as well, and then I'll do this Sunday again. So that's sort of the plan with that. I kind of want to finish this battle up though. want to play for Leoness. But yeah, that's sort of the plan. If you want to be a part of it, let me know, like I've been saying. Well, you guys can auto. They're already doing pretty good. But yeah, it's now or never. I always have people come in the middle of the multiplayer going, "Oh, I wish I would have known about it. I wish I would have seen it." This is the time that I'm setting this up, so you know. I did mention this to other people before. I did specifically tell them. So if they're like, "Well, I didn't know we were going to do this now." Yeah, I have been saying it. This is just the official day that I'm announcing it live. So this is the getting set up day. Because if I just start up like, hey, we're going to play a game, we're going to play it tomorrow. If you're not there, we're not playing it. You know, I'm not giving people enough notice, you know, to play it. So this is the notice. This is notice. Let's see if I can get this. This is the notice. I wonder if Leoness could win this one. She might be able to. And you're out. You just had to be out, didn't you? Super close. Wow. 170. That was quite powerful. All right. Well, they backed out. It seems appropriate too, considering. I don't know. Don't feel too comfortable with him doing that. $250. Teeth got turned into a duck. Shoelace joins. All right, I'm going to... All right, you know, I'm going to save that up here. Gonna work on that file too, but alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and save it up there. I'm going to call it right here, and I'll just play a little bit of this next time, just so, you know, got something playing here. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going to happen. Is the next multiplayer is going to happen sometime after... I'm thinking that's going to happen sometime after Thanksgiving. I don't know if everybody's going to be ready to plan things. The week of Thanksgiving, I think a lot of people will be out. But the week after Thanksgiving will probably be a good day for that. Let me turn up the volume a little bit so you can hear it. I really couldn't have it up because, like, I can't... with the headset on, I can't really do much with that. But yeah, so we're going to start that up probably after the Thanksgiving weekend and get that running. But this is all the time that I'm going to take to help other players that do want to play, give them the opportunity to play with us. So that's pretty much what's going to happen. So I'll play another one, 2 more of these next week, Saturday, Sunday, do something like that. And anybody that is interested, let us know, because as soon as we get through that, we're going to get the people, you know, we're going to know who's going to be there. We're going to set up the scenario. We're going to set up the time to play, and then it will all be set to play. So if you want to be in it, you gotta, if you want to be in it to win it, if you just want to be a part of a player, you know, because the thing is, yes, this is going to be sort of a master tournament, but if you want to be a part of this, it's a good opportunity, you know, to be a part of this thing here too, because I tend to try to focus a little more on people that are streamers, because they're a little more set on doing this sort of thing. You know, they have the time, they like to do this kind of thing, and they have the equipment and all that stuff. But if there are other players that do want to be a part of it, I need to know now, because I need this is the join in progress, and then I need a test day. So we need a test day that's not going to be filmed. It's not going to be at the very day we're all going to play it, and well, obviously you can't play it, you know. So I need to advertise. This is advertisement day, and then we need a test day, which is going to happen before we actually start playing, and then to actually start playing. So it does seem like a bit of a process, but the fact is everybody's got different schedules, you know, and this is open to a lot of different people. So that's the reason why. I gotta set this up. I gotta have a schedule and set a time for it. I will advertise it on the Brigandine website too, so you can go down and check that as well. And I'll set up a time listing of events as to when we'll be doing this and doing that. I'll put it in the events page, although I do typically post a lot of videos in the events page there too, which Brigandine footage can be put in there. But other than that, that's pretty much all I gotta say. You know, if you want to play the game, let me know. Join my Discord. Discord link down below. Be a part of the Brigandine Discord. You know, talk in there too. Let me know in there as well, and we'll get the game rolling. So, all right, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. I will put this on YouTube as soon as possible, and so probably, hopefully, I think tomorrow I can put this one up because I don't really have. Well, I've got a speed run that I did the other day with Metallic Mike, which is kind of fun. That was long, but that was kind of fun. So that was a co-op speed run with Nuamekia and Carolion. It was kind of versus, but it was a little more like a co-op because we didn't really fight each other. But yeah, I got that one and I got this to put up. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you do on YouTube, please leave a like. Please let me know if you want to be a part of this. I know that a lot of people on YouTube, there's a lot of people that do watch the YouTube that have initially for a while seen this live because I was streaming a lot of this stuff live, and then I stopped live streaming on YouTube because the whole affiliation with Twitch and all that, everybody knows about that. But yeah, if you want to be a part of it, this will be a Twitch live stream thing, and then later on upload it to YouTube, just because the way that runs. But yeah, have a great night, everybody. Hopefully you had a good time. Please let me know in the comments below, and hopefully you have a good night, and I hope to see you soon. And if you want to be part of the multiplayer, let me know. Alright, have a good night and take care.